The question of life's meaning has haunted humanity for millennia. From the earliest moments of self-awareness, humans have gazed at the stars, marveled at the natural world, and pondered their place within it. This universal quest for understanding is not merely a philosophical exercise, it is an intrinsic part of what it means to be human. Across cultures and epochs, this search has shaped religions, philosophies, art, and science, each offering its own answers or its own ways of framing the question. The search for meaning is as timeless as humanity itself, and as urgent as the personal dilemmas we face each day. In the ancient world, meaning was often derived from myths and religious narratives. For the Greeks, life was guided by the whims and decrees of their gods. These divine beings were not distant overseers, but active participants in the cosmos, shaping human destinies. Myths like the trials of Odysseus or the labors of Hercules provided not just entertainment, but moral and existential lessons, portraying life as a heroic struggle toward virtue and purpose. Similarly, in India, the concept of dharma, the cosmic law of right action, offered a framework for understanding one's role within the larger order of existence. To follow one's dharma was to align with the universe itself, ensuring harmony and balance. These narratives gave individuals a sense of purpose and positioned their lives within a larger, coherent story. Philosophy, emerging from these mythic origins, sought to address life's meaning with reason and critical inquiry. Plato, one of the most influential figures in Western thought, proposed that true meaning resides in the realm of perfect forms, ideal archetypes of beauty, justice, and truth. For Aristotle, his student offered a more practical view. He believed that everything in nature, including humans, has a telos, an inherent purpose or goal. For humans, this purpose was eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or happiness, achieved by living virtuously and fulfilling one's potential. In Eastern traditions, similar quests for meaning unfolded, though often with different emphases. Confucianism in China emphasized the importance of relationships and social harmony. To live a meaningful life was to fulfill one's obligations to family, community, and society. Taoism, by contrast, encouraged individuals to align with the Tao, the natural flow of the universe, finding meaning not in striving but in yielding to the rhythms of existence. Together, these philosophies offered diverse paths to understanding life's purpose, emphasizing both personal virtue and connection to the greater whole. Yet, as societies evolved, so did the complexity of the question. The rise of science and reason during the Enlightenment challenged traditional religious and philosophical frameworks. With the discovery of natural laws and the growing understanding of a vast and indifferent cosmos, the certainties provided by divine narratives began to crumble. The universe was no longer a theater of gods and spirits, but a vast, mechanistic system governed by physical laws. In this new worldview, many began to question whether life had any inherent purpose at all. This existential dilemma gave rise to new philosophical movements. Existentialism in particular sought to confront the anxiety and uncertainty of a world without predetermined meaning. Soren Kierkegaard, often regarded as the father of existentialism, explored the despair that arises when individuals confront their own freedom and the absence of clear answers. He argued that this despair could only be overcome through a leap of faith, a deeply personal commitment to a relationship with God or a higher ideal. For Kierkegaard, meaning was not universal but subjective, a matter of individual responsibility and choice. Friedrich Nietzsche offered a more radical response to the same dilemma. Declaring that God is dead, Nietzsche observed that the collapse of religious authority left humanity without an anchor, adrift in a sea of possibilities. For Nietzsche, this was both a crisis and an opportunity. While the absence of divine purpose could lead to nihilism, a belief that life is meaningless, it also opened the door for humans to create their own values and purposes. Nietzsche's concept of the Übermensch, or overman, represented this ideal, an individual who embraces the freedom to shape their own destiny and live authentically. Albert Camus, writing in the mid-20th century, expanded on these ideas with his philosophy of the absurd. Camus recognized the tension between humanity's longing for meaning and the universe's silence. This dissonance, he argued, is not something to resolve, but something to embrace. In the myth of Sisyphus, Camus depicted the human condition as analogous to Sisyphus, condemned to roll a boulder up a hill for eternity. Yet even in this futile task, Camus saw the possibility for meaning. By choosing to embrace his struggle, Sisyphus defied the absurd and affirmed his existence. In this act of rebellion, Camus found a model for how humans might confront the absurdity of life with courage and creativity. This emphasis on creating meaning has become a cornerstone of existential thought. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, brought this perspective into the realm of therapy and everyday life. In his seminal work, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl recounted how even in the horrors of concentration camps, individuals could find purpose. For some, this came through love, holding on to memories of loved ones or envisioning a future reunion. For others, it came through a commitment to something greater than themselves, whether faith, art, or a cause. Frankl's logotherapy emphasized the importance of identifying and pursuing meaningful goals as a path to psychological resilience. Jean-Paul Sartre, another leading existentialist, famously declared that existence precedes essence. For Sartre, humans are not born with a predetermined essence or purpose. Instead, we are free to define ourselves through our choices and actions. This freedom, while empowering, is also a heavy burden. To live authentically, Sartre argued, we must take full responsibility for our choices, acknowledging that they define not only who we are, but the values we represent. Modern psychology echoes these existential themes, particularly in the field of positive psychology. Researchers like Martin Seligman have explored the role of meaning in human well-being, finding that individuals who engage in meaningful activities often report greater life satisfaction and resilience. This connection between purpose and mental health underscores the importance of meaning-making as a universal human need. The pursuit of meaning is also deeply intertwined with the pursuit of happiness. Aristotle's concept of eudaimonia offers a valuable distinction between two types of happiness, hedonic and eudaimonic. Studies have shown that individuals who prioritize purpose over pleasure tend to experience deeper and more enduring satisfaction. Yet the search for meaning is not without its challenges. Nihilism, the belief that life lacks inherent meaning, has been a recurring theme in philosophy, particularly in modern times. While nihilism can be paralyzing, it also presents an opportunity for growth. By acknowledging the absence of inherent meaning, individuals are free to create their own, crafting narratives that reflect their values and aspirations. This act of creation is a powerful affirmation of life, even in the face of uncertainty. Connection, too, is a vital source of meaning. Relationships with family, friends, and communities provide a sense of belonging and purpose that transcends individual existence. Altruism, the act of helping others, often brings profound fulfillment as it ties individual actions to something greater than oneself. Religious and spiritual traditions have long recognized this, offering pathways to transcendence through practices like prayer, meditation, and communal rituals. Even for those who do not identify as religious, the arts can serve as a bridge to transcendence. Through music, literature, and visual expression, individuals connect with a shared human experience that transcends time and place. In the modern era, the search for meaning faces new challenges and opportunities. The digital age, with its emphasis on social media and consumer culture, often promotes superficial metrics of success, leaving individuals feeling empty despite material abundance. At the same time, global challenges like climate change and social inequality underscore the need for collective purpose. In response, movements toward mindfulness, sustainability, and community-oriented living have gained traction, emphasizing the importance of connection, introspection, and responsibility. Perhaps the meaning of life is a profound journey of self-realization, growth, and unity with the natural environment. By embracing spiritual evolution, fostering love, and living in accordance with universal laws, individuals can fulfill their purpose and contribute to the greater cosmic harmony. Life is an opportunity to grow, learn, and become a conscious part of the infinite unfolding of nature itself. Ultimately, the search for meaning is not a puzzle to be solved, but a journey to be undertaken. It is a dynamic process, shaped by our experiences, relationships, and reflections. By embracing curiosity and resilience, we can navigate the uncertainties of existence, finding purpose in the act of searching itself. Life's meaning is not something we discover, but something we create, through love, art, work, and the simple act of living. In a universe indifferent to our struggles, this act of creation is perhaps the greatest affirmation of all. Join us again on our quest through space and time as we unravel the mysteries, complexities, and fundamental truths of the world around us, traveling together on our journey down the path of greater intellectual wisdom.